Buenos dias. This is Kaipachu with the weekly Pele report for October 9th of 2013, and it's an astrological forecast for what's going on, what we're in the middle of, what's coming. It's just a week at a time. We're going to take it a little bit at a time, but we'll tie some of these cycles into bigger cycles. What is going on? Well, the moon right now is in the sign of Sagittarius. Thursday goes into Capricorn, where it's going to visit our friend Pluto and oppose Black Moon Lilith, go into a square with Uranus and come into the first quarter square since the new moon. And you may remember that new moon last Friday was like the opening of a galactivation. I was in a galactivation here in Florida. It was an amazing opening of the portal. And because that new moon was opposite Uranus, squaring Pluto, squaring Lilith, very powerful new moon, new seed. And now that moves a week later. This weekend we have that moon squaring the sun and conjunct Pluto and aspecting square Uranus, opposing Lilith. So the seed needs to come out, needs to break forth, and needs to really manifest in this dimension, third dimensional reality. We'll talk about that because at the same time now Venus has just moved into Sagittarius. It's in the sign of fire. And we have this really nice time for a little while here. Okay, Venus in Sag, Mars in Leo, both fire signs. Venus and Mars in fire for a few more days until next Tuesday. Mars moves into Virgo. So get your fires going. Yeah, get your cookies in the oven. This is kind of a time where, that's a perfect analogy. The cookies are in the oven. We're all getting cooked around here, you know? And this weekend also then, that sun moves up into a square with Jupiter down there in Cancer. So this brings us into the space of Black Moon, Lilith, and Jupiter in Cancer. What does that want to do? It wants to stay home, stay in bed, stay, introverted, inside. My inner world is rich and full and prosperous and beautiful. And that sun is in Libra, calling us out of bed, calling us out of the house, calling us into partnership and relationship. And then the moon comes around through Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. Capricorn, it's my job, my business, my vocation, my career. Get the job done, responsibility and duty coming on there. And then by next week it moves into Aquarius. Community, more friends, more people. So there's a little bit of this angst going on. Should I stay or should I go? Should I, withdraw or expand? And as we know, Libra is the sign of the extremes. We've got the sun going through Libra. Not that we're all bipolar these days, but you may very well be feeling the extremes. I am feeling super good, super jazz, super hot, super on it. Yeah, this Jupiter in Cancer, I got it all together. It's happening. If I could just, anyway. And then, wham! Something happens, something comes up against you. We still got this Saturn node. Mercury was conjunct Saturn node. It's just, finishing off. Okay, but it's still there through this weekend. And that is like nothing comes easy. You got to pay your dues if you want to sing the blues. So this other aspect of wanting to stay in my inner world and in my bedroom and in my dreams and everything and go into other dimensions and other realities is so drawing and pulling right now because it's dense down here. And if you're taking it subjectively or you're taking it personally or you're kind of superstitious, you may feel like, whoa, spirit is against me, the world is against me. It's so hard to get anywhere, to make things happen. It's like, oh, pulling teeth to get things going. And then that can bring you down to the other polarity. Doubt, questioning, you know. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's blah, 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 blah. All I can say is, like the I Ching, perseverance furthers. We got this Pluto Capricorn. We got the moon going through there. And we've also got, coming up here now, is this Venus, when it moves into Sagittarius, it's going to be squaring Neptune. Neptune over there in Pisces. And, you know, when Mars goes into Virgo, it's going to be opposing Neptune. I'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But what I can say is, you know, this Neptune is egolessness. And Venus is moving in Sagittarius. This is the natural law, the feminine wanting to connect with nature, with beauty, and expand into the higher realms and get the meaning, get to the truth of it. Well, Neptune says the truth has to include the infinite. The truth has to include the highest possible potential. Don't settle for any less. So, you know, this is another contributing factor to these bipolar experiences where we are romantically, you know, dreaming the most beautiful, highest realities, and then we get pulled down with our what? Mercury, left brain, conjunct Saturn, ego, third dimension, here and now. So, you know, what's the way through this? I think one of the things that the extremes shows us is what the ego is attached to. And what you want to be doing in these days is observing yourself. Go through these highs and these lows and see the source. What is making you high? What is making you low? Sometimes when we're low or we're frustrated, it's because we have an attachment to a goal or to an outcome. Our ego attaches to things. It's got to be this way, and then I get frustrated. Well, the Neptune to square Venus says, you know what? Surrender. Surrender those goals and slow down, have patience. There is no hurry. There's a lot to do. What we're really getting now, I would say, is that we're all getting the picture very clearly of what needs to change around here. And that has to do with finding the meaning, finding our purpose of why we are here. So if we don't take it personally, but we just see it as, aha, this is messed up, that's messed up, this is blocking, this is hindering, this is bureaucratic, this is red tape. We need to cut it, this is why I'm here. It's not that the universe is against me or that I'm wrong or I'm guilty of something, I'm being punished. No, that's not it at all, man. Everything's great, everything's kosher, you're cool. It's just, guess what, man? It's planet Earth. We're going through a transition. We've incarnated to, you know, to feel the creative process. If everything was like hunky-dory around here, I mean, come on. We wouldn't have to create. We wouldn't have this experience of taking something that's like completely and turning it into something that's wow. So the next time you're getting all pissed off, you know, at the bank or something, you know, just go, yeah, this is really, now I see, you know, this is really beautiful here. This gives me an opportunity to to see what I can change and to see what I want different and to see what I can make more beautiful on this planet, in this world, with my lifetime. So, and then next week, Mars goes into Virgo, okay? And it's going to be there for, I don't know, you know, 6 weeks, 4-6 weeks. And that is going to be the work. So like now, while I'd say take advantage of this Venus in Sag, Mars in Leo, this fiery, masculine, feminine. It's like we're getting inspired, we're getting the downloads, we're getting the dumps, and we're, chop, making, creating, and then boom, Mars is going to go into Virgo. It's going to be grounded. It's going to be time to sign the checks, make the business happen, get it all going. And we're going to be heading into a time now, for this next month or so, Mars in Virgo is going to be go, get it done. So now's the time to, imagine and feel and dream the ideals and the vision quest to move into implementation. And of course, this is all about community, the new paradigm. New people, new friends, new associations are going to help us. We got to be working it together. That's the Libra. That's the moon going into Aquarius. The Uranus in Aries wants to, I'm going to do it myself, my old way. I've always done it this way, and I got it together, and I know better than you, blah, blah. But no, the sun is calling us. Saturn in Scorpio is calling us. It's not easy, but it's time to cooperate. The mantra for this week, I feel like this new moon with that grand cross, last week opened the portal. Yeah. I have opened the portal to my highest self, regaining access to my greatest wealth. I have cut old cords and connected with new friends who are ready for the work we must do. We are creating a new paradigm. We are breaking out, breaking free, burning the old tapes, changing the old programs. No, it's not easy, but somebody's got to do it. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Venus and Sag, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's just, some shit's got to get done around here. Yeah. Okay. One more time now if I can remember it. I have opened the portal to my highest self, regaining access to my greatest wealth. I have cut old cords and connected with new friends who are ready for the work we must do. Yeah. Of course, the work is all about bringing the unconscious into consciousness. So, that being said, I also want to say, after I get back from Florida here, I'm going to be doing this webinar starting, I think it's like the 18th or something. Intimacy and relationship in the horoscope. This Venus-Mars that's been going on with us now, and the Saturn node in Scorpio. Some of the work that I feel I'm here to do is to really deepen my understanding of this balance of the masculine and the feminine. And one way to do that is to teach about it, so. No, I know something. It's the astrology. We're going to go into, Venus through the signs, houses, Mars and aspects, signs, houses, how charts relate to each other. Look at the 8th house, Scorpio, Libra energy, and where that falls in your charts and things like that. So it's very cool. You can check that out on my website, newparadigmastrology.com. Aloha, Namaste, so much love. Yeah.